There we are, and now we are live. Hello, hello. Now that I got one of my paintings done, thought I would switch it up, work on some cosplay. So I got Jinx's shark hoodie done, and as you can see, like since then I've sewn on the fin and I've sewn it all together. It is double lined to add more weight to the hood. And I have pinned down the teeth. Ow. I just poked myself. As I was just about to sew on the teeth when I realized, looking at like reference photos, there is a decorative stitching with like a more of a magenta type thread all along the edges of the hood. And then there's even like some detailing on the fin and in the back. So before I have to do the teeth, I have to do this decorative stitching. So yeah, so now I have to, it's no big deal, but kind of funny. Oh, hi Isaac. How you doing? I'm doing good. Just working on cosplay stuff. So now I have to do this decorative stitching. And I think even what I pinned here isn't necessarily necessary anymore. Good! I'm glad you're doing good, Isaac. That's good. Today's gonna be a chill day. Chilling, doing some art. Yeah, so I have to even take out all these pins because, like I said, these were where a string was gonna go. And that is no longer the case. That is actually, that's one way of doing it. It's not wrong, but that's not how I wanted it to be. A little more accurate to the show. So instead, I'm just gonna have it fold over and have it snap. And then I'm gonna add some snaps to my shoulders as well, to that like top piece. I don't know. I'm actually, not to disappoint you, Isaac, but I'm not really not really a Twinkies fan. I don't know, they're too sweet for me. But what about you? What's your favorite kind? And yes, like what I've been doing this whole time, I am hand stitching everything. I just remembered, I was supposed to set up the sewing machine today, ask for help. It's a very heavy sewing machine and totally forgot. So that'll be an interesting adventure for me to try to do on my own. It'll be okay. I'll ask for help. Oh, okay. Fun. You know what's funny? I've never actually had one of those zebra cakes. That's funny though. Alright, so I'm just tying my knot here several times. And I'll cut off the little tail end. And since this is more of a decorative stitching, I am going to do something slightly, ever so slightly different. So where could I start? I could actually start here because it does. Hold on. I might have to end up folding this over, yeah, to make that a pretty line. So I will need my pins again. So I'm gonna put my thread to the side, grab my pins. I'm gonna move over the teeth over here. Hey, it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? So right now I am folding over this edge. So at least I can do the decorative stitching here. Nice, Isaac. Sounds like a good dinner. Oh, really? That's cool. That's cool. It's cool, Isaac, that you're also getting into cosplay. It's a lot of fun. Aw. Hey, Win. At least, all right is better than not good. And you know what? We're gonna start off the day good and just hang out in the stream, work on some cosplay stuff. It's gonna be a good day. And then flipping it over. I know. That's so true, Isaac. It has been like how popular the Switch 2 is super crazy. I know it's like excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, it's crazy how fast the Switch 2 is just flying off the shelves. it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Yay, we got a good little group here. All right. So now on to the decorative stitching, which will be, and you know what, I'm gonna pin down these corners here too. I'm gonna pin this down right here, and I'm gonna pin this down right here. Yeah, actually, I think doing like all the hand stitching for Jinx's hood really it fits Jinx very well. Nice. Ah, I'm glad that you enjoy those cinnamon rolls. Yay, as long as they're being enjoyed. Okay. So, I'm actually gonna start. I'm gonna start here. Can you see good? Wait, there we go. That's a better viewpoint. And then what I'm gonna do is, so remember when I was doing this stitching where it was going kind of like I go backwards a little bit, I go forwards, go backwards. I'm not going to do that this time because it uses a lot of thread, and this way it's just decorative. So there's no need. Yeah, that stitch where, I don't know the official name, I'm sure it has an official name, but where it's like you start with your point and go backwards and then loop through. That one is a good stitch for like strengthening the fabric or strengthening your stitch, but we don't need that necessarily because it's just for looks right now. Hence why I chose a thread that's kind of shows off a bit. Here we go, and I'll scooch this up a little bit. There we are. I'll try my best today to keep mindful of staying in frame, I promise. There we go. It sometimes gets a little hard around the needle, like where I'm getting around it. I'm actually glad I saw this detail before I put on the teeth, because otherwise I'd be very disappointed. As a lot of you probably realized through my cosplays, I put a lot of detail into all of them. like all those tiny details. Exactly. Teeth. Yeah, and for today's goal, sorry. For today's goal, I don't know how far I'll necessarily get. I would like to at least finish all the decorative stitching and the teeth attached, but we'll see. That seems kind of a bit ambitious, especially at the speed that I hand sew at. But we shall see. We'll see. Not gonna lie, I kind of like this texture here, right here, this like looping kind of texture from the other stitches that put everything together, so I think it looks cool. That's why I'm keeping it also, or why I folded it there. Sorry. I swear my nose is so itchy. I got the fur still floating around from the ears. Same story as yesterday, still working on ears, and I started a prototype for the new tails that I'll be making. There's a learning curve with making them, but I think I'm getting somewhere good. So hopefully those will be available in my next show. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to have those done. We'll see how quickly I can work today. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I would be so happy also too to finish this hood. Finally have season 2 Jinx done. I didn't want her to be a cosplay that like dragged on forever. Like, I'm still working on it. There we go. Yeah, not too much else to it. It's just kind of repetitious. I don't know. I find hand sewing really relaxing because it is very rhythmic. I remember in high school I got really experimental with hand stitching, where even I did a couple of projects where painting on like watercolor on paper, but I added stitches into my watercolor painting and added thread and that kind of stuff. Oh, they turned out so cool. I've always wanted to kind of go back to that and maybe do some stitching on canvas, like on top of my painting. Just more experimenting with multimedia. Might be cool. You all know me, and never ending with experimenting with different mediums. Hey, it's Cyber Witch. Hi, Cyber Witch. How you doing? Yep, I'm doing some, I guess you could call this embroidery, very non-fancy embroidery. Yeah, I'm working on the shark hood for season 2 Jinx. I'm going to finally get that done over many months. Over many months, and saying that I would have it done for many other cons. Hey, that's good, Cyber Witch. That's awesome. Sounds like you're making good progress on those Killjoy shoes. And it sounds like from what you told me before that this like second generation of the shoes are already turning out a lot better, which is awesome. Super exciting. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's I always find cool about like sometimes remaking cosplays, because you learn so much from making it the first time that making it the second time you just things just go a lot better. Yeah, I'm excited, yeah, to see how your new shoes turn out, how they look. Exactly. There we go. Long piece of thread. Yeah, we'll see how much I get done today. Hopefully a lot. That'd be cool. Um, did I remake or edit any cosplays? I have a lot of them. So like my Rayla, I've made twice, and now I'm thinking about remaking her again at some point in time. Um, who else have I've upgraded Jet once. Um, my Ari, the KDA Ari, when I bought her, she didn't fully fit me right. So I had to take in the belt, I took in the necklace, Um, yeah, so I did some like little modifications on her. Also she came with ears, and of course I wanted to use my ears that I made, so I made her ears. Oh gosh. The this season 2 Jinx, I made her so fast that there was a couple of things like the belt didn't fit me quite right, so I had to not remake it, but I had to remake some of the parts, and I also took out the attachments of where the Velcro was and put them in new places so that it'd fit me better. Yeah, I all the time I'm like constantly remaking and fixing cosplays. And my first cosplay, Astrid, oh gosh, I've lost count how many times I've had to fix her. That cosplay really made me learn to make things durable and make things the right way the first time so you don't have to constantly fix your cosplay. Yeah. Yeah, so just working on the stitching. And later today, my plans kind of are to work on work on the tails, work on the ears. I also have some video editing stuff I want to work on as well. So, lots of plans to work on. Lots of things to do, get done. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Velcro does make a distinct sound. I have found over experimenting with Velcro that don't get the like Velcro with the adhesive already on it. That does not work at all. I don't even know why that stuff even exists. I've only had bad luck with that kind of Velcro. So the Velcro that doesn't have any kind of adhesive, I have found the best is when you glue on the Velcro directly to the raw foam. That works the best for me, I have found. Or what works really well is stitching on the Velcro. I've done that too. Even foam, uh, even if it's 5 millimeter EVA foam, I'll like hand stitch it through. Get a really long needle, like one that's like this size, something really long to go through 5 millimeter, and it's thick, like a thick long needle. Um, and then that works as well. Otherwise, snaps work really well. And also, snaps are just so much cleaner than Velcro. I think I might slowly move. I've seen so many cosplayers, both friends, mutuals, pros that I find really inspirational. Everyone's slightly moving over to snaps, and it looks so good and looks so clean. And it just like it stays on like just as good, if not better, depending on what you're attaching. So, like, that's why for this hood, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna challenge myself and not use Velcro for anything and just use snaps and see what happens. So, yeah, like push buttons. Yep, exactly. You could use it for the shoes. You absolutely could. Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, snaps, buttons. It's like just the let me see if I have any in here. I have my whole not the whole sewing kit. I have like the mini one. I want to see if I have any in here. Otherwise, I'm not going to go to the other ones to show you what I'm talking about. I have a bigger sewing kit, but I don't know if they're in here or not. No, just regular buttons. Let's see. Nope. Okay, I don't have any of them in here. I'm a little bummed because I was going to show you, but I know we're thinking the same thing. Wait. Is this it? No, that's just thread. I got excited. I was like, wait, I see an envelope. No, it's not. I don't have any in here. But yeah, they're just like those, like, kind of like the little pins that, like, you press down and they, like, lock into each other. Like buttons. Ah! Wait! Haha! I found some. I don't know where the tops are to these ones. Oh, it's the top and the bottom's the same piece. But yeah, it's like these little guys. Or here, I can make this, let's see if I can make myself bigger. There we go. Yeah, like these little guys here. I know, it's like really old packing, but it's like these, and then the other side looks like this. And they like, one snaps into the other. But yeah. So I'm gonna try to use these. I might use this size for the hood. There are all sizes of these, like big ones, small ones. These ones are really tiny. So depending on what you're attaching. Yeah, like the bigger ones might be good for your shoes because it's foam, it's heavier. Those small ones are like really good for dainty fabrics, things that aren't that heavy but you want to hold together. I'm gonna try with, I always try to use what I have first. I'm gonna see if I have slightly bigger ones than those, but I think those ones for me might work okay. I don't know. I'm experimenting myself. Oh, I just realized I'm doing the wrong stitch. Oops. Oh well. I'm like, wait, something about this like rhythmic movement feels off. Feels like what I was not doing. And and at some point, so also this hood has like eyes, like shark eyes painted onto the side. I'm trying to decide when would be like the best time to paint those because I'm gonna need it to be a flat surface. So I'm debating, do I do it before or after the teeth? Because the teeth is gonna kind of make the hood have structure. So I might have to do, I'm like now thinking and mapping out in my head the process. I might have to paint on the eyes before the teeth as well. Yeah, please, Cyber Witch, let me know how it works out. If the snaps work good for you. I hope they do. There we go. I'm gonna take all these out now. Actually, let's say that this is moving fairly quickly. For as quickly as hand stitching can go. Yay! No, that's awesome. That means that you're getting more accurate with your foam smithing, which is awesome. That's awesome, Cyber Witch. It's always so satisfying too when you can like look at your before and after work and you can see how much you've improved. Oh my gosh. Like I think I told this story yesterday of how I have noticed a big difference in my ear making. Like I found an old pair of ears, my very first pair that I made, and how scary looking they were. And like getting to see the evolution of them. Yeah, there's something very satisfying about befores and afters. Yeah, there's a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of materials, glues, all kinds of things that are stinky that include in like cosplay work. Like, I think if contact cement didn't smell so bad, I'd be doing a lot more foam smithing stuff, but I have to do it outside, which means I have to wait until it's cool outside. Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't foam smith as much as I want to. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about this hood even more, it might be a good idea to paint on the eyes before the teeth, just so I have like a flat surface. So after I do all this stitching, I think I'm gonna maybe paint on some shark eyes. And that should go like, I might be able to do one after the other because acrylic paint does dry fairly fast. We'll see. You know, well, if it smudges a little bit, it's Jinx, right? Paint is allowed to smudge a little bit. All right. Yeah, and I was even seeing too that there's like some other, like there's stitches that are like thin like this one, but also there's stitches that are like much thicker. So I have some thicker thread and thicker needles that I might be using too in the future. Yeah, the more I think about it and kind of run the lists off in my head of what needs to get done. Sadly, I don't think this hood will be done today, or at least in this stream. Sadly. Yeah, I'll try. Try to get as much done as possible. Tying off the knot. There we go. Just cutting off the little tail ends. And begin again. Yeah, I was happy too when I found this magenta like thread that it ended up being the exact shade that I needed. Because when I noticed this detail, I didn't plan for it. I just noticed it and I was like, oh shoot, do I have like a pink thread that'll match? And I ended up having just what I exactly needed, thankfully. No, I messed up. Oh well, it's Jinx. Not paying attention, talking too much, accidentally looped it around like that. Whoopsies. Ah, well. Could you imagine if I accidentally sewed the two halves together? That would be so sad. All that work. That would not be good. Doing good, Nacho. Glad you're doing good. Yep. Yeah, sorry, there's like, I don't know. When I'm like just in the mode like this, I kind of not much to say. It's just rhythmic. Back and forth. Whoop. There we go. And I'll put it there we go. Almost got out of frame there. I was like, hold on, wait a second. Not quite though. Hey, it's Zach. Hello, welcome. Good to see ya again. Yeah, working on the Jinx's shark hoodie from season 2 of Arcane. Just working on more of the tinier embroidery details. Yeah, so I did make a full cosplay of her. Both season 1 of Arcane and season 2. I did make the full cosplay, but this shark hood has just been an ongoing project. I tried to con crunch it for one con, and I'm like, well, at least I don't have the shark hood, but at least the rest of the cosplay is wearable. And then I'll make it for the next con. Then the next con rolled around, and I still didn't have the hood done. And then the third con, and I was like, oh no. So it's just been going an ongoing thing. But I'm hoping to get it done in the next couple of days because I'm like, I want this cosplay to be complete. Yep, it's. I stole your hoodie. You know me, Nacho. Yeah, I might just. No, I didn't steal the hoodie. I just stole your jacket. Stole the Echo jacket for like a minute. That was funny. Yeah, but I will admit I am one too to steal comfy hoodies as well. I like to be cozy and warm. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, there we go. Almost done. And then I think, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up, make it interesting. Let's paint on the shark eyes and see how that goes. Hopefully the paint dries really fast in this fabric because I would like to just do one and then the next, not like wait for one to dry. If that happens, then I will just, because I also want to make the look kind of gritty too, kind of dirty, so I was planning on painting the fabric to kind of look at a little muddy and worn, just like the rest of her cosplay. um, do I have? That is true. I did take the Echo jacket. Oops. But you got it back, Nacho, so no worries. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have this a part of the full cosplay. Be so nice. I definitely want to get like nice pictures of this cosplay done too. It was a total con crunch, but it being a con crunch, I'm actually really proud of how it turned out. Um, I'm gonna definitely want some photos of her though, for sure. Oh, you choose that? Uh-oh, Nacho, you better watch out. There we go. Yeah, almost done. And I have to find, oh, the pattern's right over there. I was like, I have a reference photo for the eyes, but then I was like, wait, where'd it go? And then I realized, oh, it's just in the pile of stuff right over there. It's with the rest of the pattern for this little hood. Oh my gosh, let me tell you. Being able to cosplay Jinx and not have a long wig is really nice. I do miss her without her long braids, but oh my gosh, the cosplay. It's just, I don't know, I have so many long-haired cosplays as well. So just having one where it's like short and no maintenance, it's nice. I still have no peripheral vision though on my right side because of the bangs. Gets me every time. No, she's a really fun character to make and to cosplay, like just all around really fun. Um, why I keep bringing her back convention after convention. Um, There we go. Almost done. Almost done. And we shall see. Oh, good. And I have enough thread too. I was like getting kind of worried there. Like, am I gonna have enough thread to go all the way around? It's like sometimes the tricky thing of hand stitching is like, am I gonna have enough thread? And I cannot tell you how many times I've had it where I'm just short by like an inch or two. And then I'm like, now I feel dumb cutting a new piece of thread for just an inch or two of a mistake. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. So, decorative stitching all around the hood only took me an hour. There we go. That's why I always feel self-conscious when people are like, how long did that take you to do? And I'm like, a long time. Took me, you know, only an hour to do this one little decorative part that will hardly be noticed. I'll notice it. I think it looks cool. All right, so there. Gotta tie it off. Actually, I way overjudged. There's a lot of extra thread. Oh well. Happens. Sure, could it have been a lot faster with the sewing machine? Sure. But I really wanted that like rustic look to it. I wanted to kind of really look messy. Also, I'm not skilled enough with the sewing machine yet to do all these like tight turns and that kind of stuff, like all around here. It's gonna get all messed up. So, where's the bag of thread? There it is. So I keep all the scraps of thread in this little bag so they don't float around. Would normal people throw it away? Yes. Why I don't is because I think it looks cool and I have projects in mind of what I want to do with the scrap thread involving resin. I thought they would look so cool mixed in with like some glitter, make a background with some resin. I think it'd be cool. Fuzzy. Okay. Yay! All right. So I got that done. Yes, while this is flat, because once I put the teeth here, now that I'm thinking of it, it's gonna move and shift. And at least now here it's flat. So let's add the eyes. Got to do some painting today. Here I'm like, we're sewing. No. Trick. we're gonna be painting. So I have the eyes, and I have a little reference picture of the eyes right over there. I have to look at my reference photo and see which eye is what side. Okay, why is my phone not working? Come on, phone. There we go. So I have so many folders of like reference photos, keeping everything together. All right, so it looks like, oh, they're different colors. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so this side, there's a blue eye. Yeah. So on this side, there's a blue eye, and there's like one that's just almond shaped with like all these rays out, and then there's another one with like rays that go way out for the corners of the eye, and that's pink. So we're gonna start with the blue eye, which looks like it goes like right here. I want to make sure with the teeth, I'm gonna lay out the teeth here. And then the eye is gonna go, well, actually, the teeth actually would lay it flat, but that's okay. I said we would paint. And so it looks like the eye is just gonna be like that. All right. I want to get some chalk. I have some chalk in here. Ooh, fun. Super fun. What kind of mask are you working on, Zach? That sounds fun. So it looked like to me from the reference photo that it was like this. Oh, I just noticed I'm out of frame. Huh. Happens all the time. There we go. So I'm taking some chalk and I'm kind of like drawing my outline a bit. And let me get that reference photo back up on my phone. It's so funny looking. Because some reference photos, like, it looks directly like an eye. Some it looks like this weird looking sun. Yeah, feel free to send a picture in the Discord, Zach. Yeah, I want to see what you're working on. What else is everyone else working on? Yeah, and this won't interfere. No, it will not. Also, too, what's cool with this is that it's Jinx and doesn't care if it's not totally perfect, right? You know, I will say from the pattern that I purchased that ended up not being so great for this hood and I had to make my own. I was very happy to have the shark eyes already as a, like, it's supposed to be a stencil, but again, the proportions are completely off to what it's supposed to be. So, but the design at least is there. So I'm like, oh, I'm good enough. I can hand draw this. Like I was trying to find a good reference photo for these shark eyes and I couldn't find one. All of them were like grainy and blurry. I couldn't find something that was super clear. And I was like, am I gonna have to like when stuff's like that, I'll go right to the source. So I was like, do I have to go find the scene and take pictures right from Arcane itself? And I'm like, I'll do it if I have to. But then they have it as a direct reference in the in the patterns, so it's nice. Saved me some time. There, it saved me time. Hey, it's Vanny. Hi, Vanny. How you doing? Yeah, exactly, Zach. Super cool. Ooh. Vanny, that sounds so cool. Yes. I'm very looking forward to seeing how your Echo masks turns out. Okay, so over beep, 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 right there. Okay. Well, actually, I don't want it to bleed. So I didn't plan on painting today, so I have nothing to I have no palette, no water or anything. So that's gonna just take me a minute to get like water and my palette. So I'm just gonna put my screen on hold for a minute, but I'll be right back. It's gonna just take me a minute. So I will see you all in a minute. Wait, why did it not work? Okay, hold on. Be right back in a minute. brought someone. It's a kitty. Here. Hello, Miss Clove. Kitty! I said I'd bring her on. Haha! I found her when I was finding water. Yes. And I disturbed her from her sleep. Okay. That's it with Clove's guest appearance. Bye, Clove! Be gone. She was like, why'd you wake me from my slumber? Miss Clove! Yeah, I'll look at the Discord. Here. Discord. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, that's the mask you're gonna make. Oh, that's gonna be super cool. Super, super cool. I like how all like the shapes are like floaty and stuff. That's super cool. All right. So now back to focusing. I got my palette, I got my water, I got acrylic paint. And so it's kind of a light teal blue. I'm gonna start with this teal that I have here. I don't know if it's too green though of a teal. We're gonna see. Gonna do some experimenting. If it's too green, then I am going to add a bit of blue to it. And thank you everyone for waiting, by the way. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I told you I wasn't going to take too long. Oh yeah. This teal is... It's way too green for what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to take a little bit of this cobalt blue hue. And I'm going to mix it in. Alright, we're getting a better blue color. Yeah, I was looking for like a light blue that I just so happened to have, and I don't have just light blue acrylic. So, and I thought I did, but I don't. Oh well. There we go. It's looking good. I know I need to clean out my palette, but yeah. So that's a good, I think that's good color right there. Ooh, yes. Vanny, I'll have to look and see. Wait, you posted it. Oh yeah, you posted the other day. But was it the Echo mask? I'm sorry, the past week I've been, or actually just lately in general, I've been bad with keeping up on social media. I'm gonna have to look into it. Yeah. The Echo mask. Okay. I'll have to go back and look in the chat. And see. Let's see. Oh, wait, I see the progress on your Silco mask, which was super cool. Yeah, your progress in the Silco is looking so good. Ah, yes, I like it. Everyone's showing how their progress is going. It's so exciting. All right, so now for the eye of this shark, I got a brush here, pretty big. I want pretty, like, thick lines. And I'm going to just go right in. Actually, I really like the texture of this fabric. I like painting on this fabric a lot. It's very smooth and silky. And also, too, it's taking this acrylic paint super nicely. So it's like bright and vibrant. Some fabrics really absorb paint, so you have to do a couple of layers. And mind you, I'm not using fabric paint. I'm using just the Liquitex Basics. It's pretty thick. So it's nice for painting on fabrics, but it makes the fabric really stiff. But that's not it. I don't know. I've used this paint so many times to paint on fabrics, and the more I wear the cosplay, the more that the paint kind of loosens up a little bit. See, wasn't it worth the 3-minute wait that I was gone? So I mean, it's so funny. A lot of people are like, you must only use fabric paint on fabrics. Uh, I don't know. I kind of broke that rule a long time ago, and I use acrylic paint all the time on fabrics, and it's always worked just fine for me. But also, I haven't tried other acrylic paint brands. I've only tried Liquitex. So if you're working with other acrylic paints and it's not Liquitex and it's kind of more like the watery, almost tempera like paint for on fabric, you might need a couple of layers. It might crack. I don't know. I haven't tried all the brands and all fabrics. So who knows what'll happen. But hey, that's why you experiment, right? I know this is just always what I've done. I mean, if you think about it, we paint on canvas, and canvas is a type of fabric, so. And that always is just fine. This might take some time to dry, though. I don't know, we'll see. And I don't even know if it's like leaking through onto the other side. It is double lined. It seems to, I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I'm going to actually put some paper in between. I should have done that beforehand. But also today is just one of those days where I'm working like in opposite directions. Okay. So I should have done this way before I was painting, but to protect the other side. Oh, it's not going on to the other side, but just in case, I put some paper in between the two layers. And now I'll be totally safe and fine. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I know, right? It's very Jinx energy to like not follow the rules. Yep, I agree with you there. I don't know. Like I said, I've always had good luck with just using good old acrylic paint on fabrics. I mean, I did it for the rest of her cosplay too. Like all the graffiti work, even the knee pads on the jeans. I didn't have that colored fabric, and rather than just going out and buying some fabric that was similar pattern, I just painted it. It worked out just fine. It looks cool. Looks rough and gritty and dirty. I have to sneeze again. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My tiny sneezes. Tiny mouse like sneezes. Oh, I got you. That is Echo's mask. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I got you. No, that's super cool though. It's looking good, Manny. Your mask is looking really good. Especially the 3D print. The 3D print's like really clean. Looks like you had hardly like anything, if you had anything to sand, really. I want to make Echo's mask. I have nothing started for it. Um, at all. I want to though. It's probably not going to be until a really long time from now though, because I have so many other projects I want to work on, things I want to get done, other things that are higher up in the priority list. But one day I'll get it done. Ah, the insides. Just peacefully painting. Yeah, I like painting big, bold stuff like this. I normally don't because I'm usually like, I'm me, always shading, working with multiple colors. So I'm like, I get to work with one solid color right now. But knowing me, it's not going to stay like this. I'm actually going to add some value to these shark eyes because I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, it's looking a little flat. I think I want to add more to this. Of course, like always, right? Like, I can do better. I'm so sorry for all the sniffling, I swear. I need to... I think that's what I should do after this stream. I'm gonna clean my room from all the ear fluff. I know it's like, it's so silly to do that because I'm just gonna go right back to ear making, but I guess it won't like keep building up and keep getting worse, I guess you could say. Oh, that's good. That's a good idea, Vanny. Yeah. Definitely make sure that it's comfortable. Now for this fun swirl. All right, and now how can I take this shark eye to another level? I am going to, yes, add shadows and add highlights. Completely unnecessary, but it adds so much. So to add some shadows, you know what? I'm gonna make it look a little dirty. Why not add some? Here we go. I got some ivory black here. And just add like the tiniest amount because I don't want it to be super dark. Add some blue, add some teal. So it's a mixture of the white, the blue, the black, and the teal. Got a little too blue, so gotta add some more teal to it. And there we go, got like a darker shade now. And then I'm going to take this color that I have, which a little bit is still wet, and I'm gonna add some white to it to make a light teal. The acrylic's really getting stuck in this brush. There we go. So I'm taking now the same big brush and I'm gonna take where the shadows would be. So this is the front of the hood. So I'm almost visualizing it kind of like a painting where I'm like, okay, the light would be coming from the front, right? So it'd be starting here and it would be working this way. So all my shadows are going to be pushed up against this way. Yeah, when I do these like illustrative type paint jobs, it's almost like I think of it super literal. Like as if I was painting it, but here it is a like real object. See, and just from this is adding so much more dimension. It's almost making it look like it's just popping right off of the hood itself. There we go. Got some solid shadows in there now. And I even see some places where I think the medium teal, light blue teal color could be touched up. Could be a little bit more brighter right here. And I might have to go back in with the shadows, which that's okay. I'm just doing a second layer. In some places where I looked and I'm like, it kind of needs it there. Here we go. And there's a couple of areas when I was, I need to be, wait, one more. I just noticed another spot. And then there's a couple of areas that need to touch up with the shadows again. At least the paint's not dry yet. Yet, at least. There we go. And then I'll go in with the highlights. And hopefully, no, it doesn't look like it. I was like, hopefully the highlight that I mixed isn't wet, isn't dry yet. And it looks like it's actually, yay, it's still alive. Cool. And I'm just gonna hit the highlights in some places. Some places. Yeah, this is looking so cool. Yeah, I'm actually really happy that I did take my time on this hood and I didn't rush it. It's so funny when like the trailer for season 2 Arcane came out, and they showed this Jinx wearing this shark hoodie. I was along with all the other Jinx cosplayers saying, I need that hood. I need to make that. What are you talking about? Nacho? Whose name is Gray? Did I miss a message? Or Gary? Oh, what did you write? Oh, yes. Okay, I know what I'm following now. I was like, wait, what? Sure, you can't rush art. Yeah, from Toy Story. Oh my gosh. It's actually been a minute since I've seen the second movie. I should rewatch that again. That's a good movie. But so true. Can't rush art. Or you shouldn't anyway. Otherwise, it doesn't look so good if you do. And of course, like always, I'm like, oh, this will be so quick and easy. I'm gonna just like paint it solid, make it easy on myself, and then I look at it and I'm like, I could do better. Wait a minute, I could make this look really cool. I do it every time. So whatever, no matter what project I'm working on. That's how it always goes. All right, there you go. There's one shark eye done. shark eye. And I think it's a little wet, so I will not be flipping it over to do the other eye like I was hoping, because I don't want to ruin this. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Okay, slide over. Yeah, so I'll do the other one probably later today, tomorrow, or something like that. But I did want to kind of dirty up and roughen up this like fabric, kind of make it look a little gritty. So I was gonna use some black paint and make it super watery and kind of like sponge it in here. And I do have, I should have just laid down papers when I was setting everything up, but I was going so fast because I didn't want to make you guys wait too long. So I'm just gonna quickly lay down these papers. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Vanny. Try not to be too long. At least I could be somewhat considerate. Or try to be. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I don't have much black left on here, but it might be enough just to make it kind of watery. And I don't want it to be just pure black because I don't want it to be super intense. So I add some white to it. Turned a little too gray, so actually I will have to add more. And I think, I don't know if I have purple over there. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of like a dark purple. Add some more, there we go. Add some more dimension to this. Let's see. Do I have purple? I'm looking. Ah, yes I do. I got some great purple right here too. There we go. All right. And adding that purple to kind of like my dark gray mixture. There we go. So it's kind of like, you know, as I like put it right where, here, can't you see that? It's a glorious color. Right here. Kind of like a really dark gray purple. And, oh, I noticed my family texted me. Hold on, I have to check the family chat. What is going on? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. All's good. All is good, I promise. And then, so now I kind of take this like brush that's been, it's kind of fuzzy. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those brushes that would be claimed as ruined because of all the acrylic paint that gets stuck in it, but it has like this spiky texture to it. So I'm keeping it. And I'm going to just blot it along the edges. No real pattern to it. Now that's what's the tricky thing, is not having a pattern. It's super easy to, oh, and as I'm doing this and demonstrating it, again, it's out of frame. There we go. It's super, super easy to just, you know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but you kind of have to somewhat avoid that. And actually, I think this brush is a little too small for what I'm doing. I'm gonna see if I have a bigger one. I think I do. Let me see. I do have a bigger brush, but it's kind of a flat edge. Ah ha ha! Well, that one's not that much bigger though. Here, I'll use this one. I just don't want it to be flat. I have this nice big one, but I don't want it to have a flat edge. I want it to be more rounded. But I might have to make it work. Oh, wait. I have this one. There we go. There we go. Ah, it's Link. Hi, Link. How you doing? Yeah, and so I'll just go around here. You came just in time, Link. It's very interesting. I'm dirtying up this Jinx hoodie now. This shark hood. Yeah, and I'm just being really loose with it. Kind of pushing paint around, seeing where I can put it. I'll be doing the same exact thing to the other side. Kind of experimenting as I go, too. Yeah, I've made the whole cosplay kind of dirty and gritty looking, and I'm gonna do the same here for the hood. Ooh, okay, that's super cool, Vanny. That's awesome. Minecraft's fun. I like your idea of making a wizard's making a wizard hat kind of hood roof to a house. It's been a minute since I've been on Minecraft. That's the type of game where, like, if I just need something mindless and I just wanna hang out with friends or just zone out but play a game, it's one of those games. And there we go. You know what though? Sometimes like those wonky buildings are with the most character are the best. I think that's fun. Yay! All right. So this is looking pretty cool. I still have some time. Um, hmm. Why don't I put this hood off to the side and I work on the teeth and like kind of do the same kind of texture to the teeth. So I'm gonna fold it over. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do the same exact thing to the other side, so I kind of don't care too much. It's just as long as the eye doesn't get touched. And we're good. All right. Getting the teeth. Teeth. And now for these ones, I want them to be more of a lighter kind of gray. So still like a lighter gray purple, but not as like dark as the purple I was working with here. So I'm gonna add a little bit more white. Maybe I'll add in a little bit more of this gray purple. There we go. And I'm getting my acrylic paint super watery. So almost like a the consistency of watercolor. And I'm just gonna paint along the edges for these teeth. I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, there's one tooth. Ooh, that looks so cool. Yeah, I like how gritty that looks. Sorry, I get excited over different textures. And I'm gonna do the same here. Yeah, I was even debating back and forth if I should paint these teeth, but actually now really already doing it, like that of like how they look before and after comparison, I'm like, oh no, I'm so glad that I'm doing this. I made the right choice. I know I did. Here we go. Yeah, I know, right? Except this shark. This shark has forgotten to brush his teeth, unfortunately. Yeah, kind of just a peaceful process. I will say the trickiest thing is like I don't want it to look like a straight line going down the edge of the teeth. So now I'm kind of doing this like this technique where I'm just kind of brushing out, like starting at the base and brushing out, and I think it's actually working a lot better than what I was doing before. But yeah, I kind of like that a lot better than like this one in comparison. Not that it's bad, it's just like I'm learning as every brush stroke I'm learning. Really? I didn't know that when. I didn't know that even that anything about that character. That's so funny. Yeah, I really like this scrap fabric that I found that I had just left over from some other project. Ended up being perfect for what I wanted to do. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Vanny. Now you're making me want to like jump on Minecraft and play. I can't right now. I have way too many projects, way too many things to work on. But I'm like, sounds like fun. Like that sounds nice and fun. Just to chill and build some blocks. Oh, Banny, don't be sorry. You're all good. You are all good. Do not feel bad for even a second. But now I'm tempted though. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if I played for a minute. Nah, I have so many projects. Anyway, they're all good projects anyway. Besides all my art, like the cosplay projects and paintings that I want to finish, like today I really want to work on ears and tails. But besides that, I'm also going to be working on a video of my trip to level up in Las Vegas. And that con was so much fun. Oh my gosh. It'll be like a vlog type style video. But first time doing that kind of style of video. I haven't had time to edit it, and I'm like, well, actually, I have time this week. So that's going to be my big project, besides all the other little cosplay things. See, you feel me, Nacho. I know. I know all the projects. I wish you luck, Nacho, with your projects that you're working on. I know you'll do good. You will. Nah. You know what, Vanny? That's good though. It's good that you keep it simple. Sometimes I do wonder to myself, why do I set myself up with all these different projects? What have I done to myself? But that's the having a creative mind, I guess. But I mean, look how much just got done today. I got sewing done. I got the teeth painted, one half of the hoodie painted, one shark eye painted. Doing pretty good. Not sure what I'll work on Friday, which will be the next time that I'm streaming. can't believe it's already 12 o'clock. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Absolutely insane. I know, it's already 12. Ah, where does the time go? I'll finish up this one tooth and then I'll call it here for today. Ah. Yeah, I don't know what I'll work on for Friday, but we'll see. Maybe I'll continue if I don't get to this Jinx hoodie. Maybe I will continue on that. That would be really cool and exciting. I could definitely work on the eye on the other side and probably sew on the teeth. That'd be cool. What else? I have tons of paintings I could work on. I still have all my Zodiac chippies. I'm like 4 Zodiac chippies away from being done, which would be awesome. Finish that. Then I have the drink. I have the DJ picture. Yeah, a lot. A lot of stuff. A lot of possibilities. If anyone has any opinions of what you'd like to see, put it in the Discord or message me. Let me know. I could put it in the Discord. Yeah. All right. So that was for today. Again, really good progress. Really awesome. There we go. Now you can all see everything that the progress of everything. Ah! Well, thank you, Win. Thank you. Once again, thank you everyone for joining today. It was a lot of fun and got a lot done, which is awesome. Fun chatting, hanging out. I like hearing about other people's projects. Super cool. Thank you, Vanny. Thank you. Later this week, Friday, same time, I will be going live. And I'll leave it as a surprise of what to work on next. All right. Well, I'll catch you all later. And hope you all have a good day. And yeah, maybe see you hopefully Friday.